Welcome back to the monthly income series where I share with you all of my income sources and the expenses associated with each. I took a brief break. The videos were getting a little repetitive and I just didn't enjoy doing them. But now that I've added a few more income sources, I wanted to share with you the numbers and just show you what all I have going on. So first, we're going to start with the YouTube numbers. For the month of September, I had 3.3 million views, which is really humbling because it wasn't too long ago in February where I had 483,000 views. It was a huge dip, and since then I've really been trying my hardest in this game, been doing everything I can to improve the channel and improve all the videos, and it shows. Up to 3.3 million views. Really humbling to see that many people watch the videos. Nearly 500,000 watch hours, which is nuts. Comes out to something like 26 million minutes, I think. Almost 21,000 subscribers. There's been a recent jump in the channel, 27 all the way up to 34,000 and now 21,000. It's been steadily for the past few months, 15 to 35,000 subscribers. If that pace continues, then I'm going to hit 500,000 in no time. The number all of you have been waiting for, the income, nearly $25,000, $24,393 for the month of September. The last 4 months have been a surge. February was the drop. That was the month that I hit a panic of like, oh no, what's happening? It was a huge drop from January, 50% drop in income. It was like 70% drop in views, 3,800, which it's nice to get paid from YouTube, but I can tell you when you start getting used to making 7,000 a month and you take a hit of 50% off the income you're expecting, it's a hit. It was a really tough month. Since then, I've worked really hard and I feel like the fruits of my labor are now coming in. I've made almost 100,000 in the last 4 months alone. So I'm really humbled by that. Almost at 260,000 subscribers for the channel. Let's go through some of the data. I know some of you love this stuff. 54 million impressions, down 20%, but to me, 54 million impressions is pretty wild. 4.2% click-through rate. I've heard the average on YouTube is 3 to 5%. I haven't verified that, but I know as you grow, the click-through rate is going to drop a little bit. Unique viewers is nearly 1 million. That number is important to me because that means nearly 1 million people saw at least one video. That means the reach is getting out there for the channel, which I'm very, very excited for. Excited for the continued growth of the channel. Browse is 60% of the views. Suggested videos is 22%. It's nice to see those numbers growing as well. It means YouTube is pushing my videos, which I tell you what, this is like a hamster wheel. When your channel's growing nonstop, it's like, what can I do to get 3 videos out a week? Because when the channel's growing and you're getting the income that you guys are seeing, it's very motivating to not stop, which can create kind of like a hamster wheel effect where you get all consuming within this job, if you will. It's kind of lack of a better word. Average view duration is 8 minutes. I'm very, very focused on that number. I very much care about view duration. I've been told that it is probably the most important number outside of click-through rate. So I do whatever I can to keep people's attention on the video. It's systematically like very tuned in to try and keep people on the video the longest. And part of that is I just hope to make interesting videos and tell good stories so that you don't want to leave. Audience, oh, this is pretty interesting. The other channels your audience watches, Ab and Preach, CoffeeZilla, Jamari, Graham Stephan, and Playback. I think one of these was Adam22. So I was recently on the podcast for No Jumper. I also did Graham Stephan's podcast recently, which is super humbling. 2 guys that have way bigger audiences than me, and obviously I get a lot more out of that interview than they do. So it was very cool to like have that experience of going and being on their podcast. And I think some of you guys love seeing this. So 54% of my audience is from the United States. There's a lot of countries represented, which is cool to see how global YouTube really is. Not subscribed, 63%. I think that's actually a pretty healthy number because you want people that aren't subscribed to be watching your videos because that means your videos are getting pushed. It would be nice to have a few more of the subscribers watching the videos, but I think that's a number that's pretty consistent across YouTube. I'd also wish the number of female watchers were more. Maybe I'd have a chance to maybe meet some women off YouTube, funny enough. All right, the revenue numbers. You guys love this tab the most. Look at that, CPM up 28%. This is heading into Q4. I'm super excited because I've been told that revenues go up 30 to 50%. The CPM goes up 30 to 50%. And so that is directly correlated with how much you make. If I start making 30 to 50% more than I am now, it's pretty darn life-changing. This is also pretty cool. They show the top earning videos for the month. It's pretty humbling when you make a video and you put it out there and you don't know if people will like it, and then a month later you see that video alone earned $1,400 or $2,300. That's enough to pay the mortgage just from one video. So now we're going to go to my new house hack, which is house hack number 2 for me. We're going to go over the finances of that. So this month was a negative month. I received $3,950 in income, which is full. Mortgage almost $2,500. gas, electric, internet. I actually added a gardener, $180 cleaner. I would highly recommend for those of you doing house hacking to hire a cleaner. It's a nice little addition for everyone and makes sure that keeps the house clean. I also added pest control. We have black widows in my water box. The guy came and said there were black widows in the neighborhood. We walked around the house, found black widows in the water box. I was like, yep, sold, whatever it takes. This month we had a little bit of expenses from the addition of my bedroom, and so that's why you see the 1,200 number, and that's why I was negative net income for this month. It was a cash flow negative month simply because I still had some capital expenditure expenses. All right, moving on to house hack number 1. This house is now a full rental property. I have 7 people living in it. It was also a negative month because that house has been such a headache as far as capital expenditures go and overall maintenance. It's an old house, 1969 build in Las Vegas. There was so much done improperly, so many code violations. Now, today, code violations that that didn't exist in 1970 or whatever. And so there's just so much wrong with the house that I've unfortunately had to pay for. That house has been kind of a headache in regards to maintenance. It has definitely tested my patience in every kind of way. $4,450 income. That house will get another 100 or 150 something for full. It was not full. I had to bring someone new in. They moved in a little late, so I gave them a little discount. But I am a cash flow negative for the month, unfortunately. But here are all the numbers for all the expenses. This is my YouTube income you can see for the whole year. I've also had quite a few expenses. I flew out to LA for the No Jumper podcast. I also have to hire a lawyer because I'm getting sued. That cost me nearly $7,100 in September, which kind of sucked. I have Patreon, which I don't really promote. I did promote for a little bit, and I very much appreciate the people that contribute to Patreon. It was $239 in the month of September. And I also am affiliate for Batch Leads, which is an awesome real estate software. I'm really good friends with the co-founder, Jesse. And so I promote Batch affiliate links. And I've been paid almost $800 so far for the last 2 months, which is, the passive income thing is such an awesome thing when the money just flows in and you didn't really do any work other than just promote it in a simple video. But something I also have now that I haven't told you about, I have 2 automation stores, which is quite ironic, I'm aware, because I did a video talking about why Amazon automation is the next scam. I found 2 people that I would consider friends that offer this service, and so I'm not going to mention their name in these videos, but I will show the results. And if you do earn affiliate income, by the way, so if this ever interests you, just reach out to me directly and I'll connect you with them. I didn't give you their names because I know this is kind of a shady industry for a lot of people, and I didn't want to give out their names and then if any of you have preconceived notions. So we're going to base it just off the results. Here's the first store. This is the Walmart automation store. Unfortunately, my store is suspended at the moment, which is expected. By the way, Walmart, I think store-wide, suspended all the Walmart automation stores. So they're in the process right now of getting the store back to being active. But the first month was cool. It was $10,500 in the month of September of sales. After all fees, it was almost $1,400 of net profit. Now, there is a profit split. I don't know if I can share that number with you, but there is a profit split from the $1,400 net. So that number you see is not the money that will come to my account. In the month of September, $10,500, but also in the month of August, I had $9,700 worth of sales. So I'll go over to the Walmart Seller Central. So here we go. In the past, there was a month period, about a 30-day period, where I had $20,600 in sales from that 30 days. So it wasn't all in September, but I just wanted to show, because I know I talk smack about this business venture, but I will show that in that month, over 20,000 in sales is no joke. And that was, by the way, the first month of selling. So I think the progress so far is pretty good. Amazon automation started up the other day, and so I don't really have any sales for September, but I just wanted to mention it because I will have sales going on right now in October. So for the next video, I'll be able to share, hopefully Walmart store will get back to active, and then Amazon numbers. Oh, I'm also a real estate agent, and so I didn't earn any income in the month of September from being a real estate agent, but I'm basically a referral agent. When someone wants to reach out and buy a property in Las Vegas, I'll refer to my broker who's way more experienced, and I let him handle it. That way I don't have to spend any time on it, but I can also assist if needed. And I have a friend that's actually closing on a house on, I think, November 3rd, and so I will receive referral commission for that. So I include that. It's not any income for the month of September, but there will be income in November, I believe, and moving forward. Hopefully, some of you who watch this channel will want to buy a house or a property in Las Vegas and use me as an agent, referral agent, so really use my broker. But I do earn a referral cut from that, which is a nice passive income source. So here, I wanted to total up all of the income and expenses for you just to show you what it's like. So I did have a gross income of $45,000 for the month. And the reason why I want to share all the numbers is because I feel like as kind of a creator with little influence, quote unquote influence, with the ability to reach hundreds of thousands of people, it's very easy to build up a huge gross income and talk about, hey, here's how to make $45,000 a month. Here's like the easy way to do it. By the way, it was not easy at all. Like getting here has been a 5-year journey of nothing but struggle. 45,000 is really humbling to see. Like that's a wild number, but I could promote 45,000, but that's not the real number because you can build up income sources with high expenses and then just use the income to like promote yourself as being more than you are. So anyway, rant over. 45,000 income, over 26,000 expenses. I do spend money. So the net income was nearly 20,000. Big month for me. This is a number that is significantly higher than what I used to earn in W2 world. And so it's worked out for me. I'm very thankful, but I do like opening up the books just to show you all the numbers. Oh, forgot to mention that I do have Turo in there. I did make a video detailing why I'm going to start Turo. It has been a really different experience than what I had imagined. There's a scene in 500 Days of Summer where it's like expectation and reality, one of the best movie scenes I think I've ever seen. And right now that my expectation and reality has not been equal at all. So I bought a Tesla probably end of June or end of July, and it's October and I still don't have registration. Took 3 weeks off Vroom, the online service Vroom. Took 3 weeks to get the car. They advertised it as being in Las Vegas, so I figured I would get it quick and get the registration and everything. I'd be able to post it on Turo. I still don't have registration because apparently it was a car in Texas, but then when they delivered it, it was in California, and I'm sitting there. It was listed as being in Las Vegas, and now my car's in. Anyway, it was a really struggle just to get the car here. I still don't have registration, and so I don't have the ability to download the app, and I don't want to put the car on the platform without the app because with Tesla, you need the ability to have the app to then go to the charging station and be able to charge the car. I do not want to give a renter a car where they can't charge it. And so I do not want to put the car on Turo yet, which has been kind of really unfortunate. So I have not started up Turo. I feel like I'm not living up to my word, which like really bothers me. I make a video talking about starting Turo, and here I am months later where I haven't started it. So that is at 0. That has not started yet. So that is not an income stream yet. Hopefully by the end of the year, if I'm able to get registration, I'll put the Tesla on Turo and have some numbers for you all. But anyway, that's essentially it. This is what I do every month. I enjoy sharing the numbers because to me, I view it as a and B process. I made a video detailing how to go from 0 to 100K net worth really quickly. And if you can tell, it's like very structured and systematic. And so for me, I share these numbers because every month I try to grow, whether that's YouTube or all the income sources. I try to grow slowly such that I can build up a net income of quite high. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you everyone for supporting the channel because all these numbers only exist because of YouTube. The YouTube income has allowed me to buy another house, and is also from this number, you can probably tell that the YouTube income is really what saves me from being able to renovate houses and live the life I want to. So thank you again, and we'll see you next month.